I, be I believe we're live now. I'm eating blueberries. We're live? Yeah. Let me just make sure everything is muted that's not supposed to be on. Perfect, perfect. Alright. I said delete that. Hello, chat. It's been a good solid while. By a good solid while, I mean at least a month or two. I'm still eating blueberries, by the way. Blech, that one was gross. Ugh. Blech. What have I been doing for the past 2 months? That's a good question. I got a full-time job. Oh, look at me go. I am now a full-time tattoo artist. Isn't that cool? Actually, today I did my first tattoo on real skin. And they're like, in 2 months? That's really quick. I don't know how much is quick and which is not. But basically, what I did today... Drunk cat, I'm unplugging this because it's in the way. I hope that's not important. I try not to... Oh, I still have my pride skin on. That's okay. Alright, it's giving red lights. And I'm trying just to make sure that my stream isn't gonna crash on me while I'm not paying attention. I was gonna say, I made a skin for Pride and didn't do anything in June. Or August, really. Okay, I'm a bit rusty right now, I'll be honest. I'm a bit laggy too, apparently. Holy moly. I got a taste of a bad blueberry in my mouth and kind of gross. Yeah, but it's been a while. And yeah, so I've been working with my apprenticeship, which is unpaid. I've been working 3 days a week in fast food, where I hate my manager and a lot of other people. Well, not a lot of other people, pretty much just my manager. I hate working there. So, I've been working 7 days a week. Which, if you don't have to, you shouldn't have to, because it absolutely sucks. People are dying fast. I can't remember how to turn that chat off. No idea. What's this? Oh, perfect. I was like, I forget what that does. I'm still eating blueberries. But, yeah, whatever. I honestly cannot remember. Hold on. Okay, I was looking it up. That's my dog. My brother just got home from his dog, and my dog is going bonkers. And that's alright. We love her. I was just trying to look up how to turn the chat off. Hard to go slowly like this. Oh shit. That's okay. We fell. It's oh well. What's this do? And what's this do? Speed 5. Oh shit. I am fast. Holy moly. Whee! What does that do? I think that brings you back to the lobby. Let's just go to a new game. Whee! There's a new playlist. I hope you guys like it. I haven't listened to this one before, so I hope it's good. I really hope that's good. Sorry, do I have time? No, I don't. After this round, I'm just gonna quickly reconfigure my monitor. Because I only really have one monitor. And it's hard to kind of see everything, so I'm just gonna move stuff around. Doesn't waste reason. Okay, this is getting quite just bright. Holy moly, I'm gonna need my glasses. I'm just kidding, I don't have my glasses yet. Oh yeah, I need glasses now. That's something else that happened. I've been streaming glass. I kinda need glasses. So. Shit. I did that to myself. I really just did that to myself. Alright. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Very, yeah. I love just looking at the captions, like the closed automatic captions, because sometimes it's just like being of freshness. Juliet B is aimed. A fresh airbase. Wow. Yes, that is how humans speak. Makes 100% coherent sense to me. Sorry. Didn't mean to swear, bro. In here and blah blah blah. Don't worry, we have space under. I just forget you get like the little double jump thing. Apparently it's left click. One main thing with TNT run, really hard to play with shaders. The light changes and stuff, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's all good. We're done. Right? Ordering. Right in this little corner, I'll be fine. Why do some people have like potion effects and stuff? That was my fault. I got stuck on a block. Boop, boop, boop. And this way. And oh shit. All the way to the bottom. Never good. One of these days I'll win. I never said I was the best at it. I forget. Hold on. Hold on, chat. That was probably really close. I'm sorry. We're gonna switch to BEDWARS. Hold on. It's still not allowed angle brackets because I want a heart. Perfect. Now, if you know me, you'll know. I have no idea how to play BEDWARS. Absolutely none. We're single. No clue. Absolutely. Probably, I've played it maybe a total of like 5 times in my life. What is going to be the most confusing and annoying way to cover this? Perfect. Perfect! That is my strategy. Is someone already dead? Holy shit. My god. Okay, I'm not that good at this game. We're gonna go with this. I'm a noob, and I'm not good with the BEDWARS people. Well, I'm fucked. Well, I'm dead. That's okay. Can't learn to do something without starting by being bad. Is that a ding? Boop boop doop boop. Some of these people have. I think I was just around with them. Ooh, I'm gray again. Ooh, that's cool. Not really up to date with the whole like BEDWARS strategies and stuff. What else can I... Mm. I think you just watched me do that. The fucking guy. God. Oh, that's funny. I think that's funny. I don't know how to speed bridge. Look at him. Is he just gonna go over me? Go up one. I'm out of wool, dude. I think I'm just gonna fuck with this dude. They're diamonds. God, my vision is fire and a wall. Well, that's annoying. I should get yarn. Or yarn, wool, wool. I'm just proud of myself because I've never actually beat someone before. Ooh. And then there's this guy who's gonna fucking see me pop in the door and kick my ass again. Fuck it, fuck it, let's wander around. I see like one other person. Oh, I fell. Ah. I see a problem. And that is, I do not in fact have a pickaxe. I'm dying. Pearl just thinks I'm stupid. Or a threat. Probably not a threat. Probably thinks I'm just fucking annoying. Aw. Wow. What are these two fucking doing? I feel like an iPad kid. iPad kid. He's sus. Shit, I'm gonna go and see if there's any diamonds over here. Yep. I got him. I haven't been talking for so long. Oh my god. I just got him. I was so focused. I'm sorry. Hee hee hee. Good job, Jasper. Why did I buy 2 swords? I'm gonna need him. I just pissed him off. I feel like I've made myself a target, though. But I've literally never seen white. So that's okay. I'm gonna play this stupid. Because I'm the only one who can't respond. Or who can respond. The fuck? I think I pissed him off. Oh, I don't have any monies. Let's go this way. I feel like this way definitely has potential. I want to talk more. Whoa. I'm not a very entertaining person. At all. I'm not very good. I think they've clued into the fact that I fucking suck, and that's why they don't come after me. Because I suck. But I definitely have a giant target on my back now. Hold on, I want a fireball. I want to try and shoot him. Do I have any more iron? I want 2 fireballs. This is definitely the new strategy. Is he French? He's got a little. Okay. Good game. I do wanna hold on. No! Hold on. I wanna watch the replay. Oh, it's the whole thing. Ah. I don't wanna watch the replay. Good game. Oh my god. I've never beat a game of BEDWARS. For someone who doesn't play a lot, I did pretty good. To be fair, I didn't really kill many people. Ah! What was that? Where's BEDWARS? What is this? Oh. Oh, there's... Oh. What? Oh yeah, there's these things. I forgot about these things. Oh god. Oh. I'm in Winky mode. They have emotes now? Oh yeah, I was gonna... that's not it. How do I... Settings. Chat setting. Option. Okay, perfect, actually. Okay, that's a lie. I can't GGP. We have to turn it back on. Is there a way to change it in here, though? That's not... Settings, visibility, chat setting. We're just gonna turn it off all the way. Perfect! We don't have to deal with chat anymore. And we still technically have chat. That's good. That is good. That is very good. We're already in the BEDWARS lobby. I wanna play another round. I have time. Hold on. Did I do that right? I don't. 3v3. I wanna try 4v4. Oh, there's someone in a techno skin. We're gonna do great. Oh, we're gonna do great because we're us. But door. Ah, we're gonna run. try. I try real. I'm gonna need a little bit more than a week, but I'll be honest. I'll be honest, I need a little bit more than that. Oh shit, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Whoa. Whoa. Hi. I feel like I have to see the end of this now. I really don't want. I don't like the way this is going. Bitch, get down here. Out of everyone, I think I've had the most deaths. Sneaky deck. Sneaky attack. Love that. Love that. I think most people have been putting the silver in their personal chest. And will I say that's why we're struggling as a team? No. But it would be cool if we could fuck. No, it would not be cool if we could fuck. It'd be cool if we could could access all of our supplies. Like together. Did I? No. I'm stupid. I'm mighty fine stupid. Okay. Don't worry. I'm mighty fine fucking dumb. Holy fuck. I didn't mean to steal your kill, I'm sorry. I'm out on the hunt. Where'd the little fucker go? Oh. That didn't work really, but that's okay. What? What? Oh, we have a severe thunderstorm alert. Yay. I didn't notice that until just now. Bye-bye. You are looming. What is that? That smells funny. Hair? Potatoes. My whining liquid. Potato. Oh, that's the guy. Where'd he go? I am. There's 6 of us, and our bed still got destroyed so fucking fast.
Cringe your shit.
I am fucking shit. You're stuck? Cringe. 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 Well, I guess that's the end of this one. I thought it would take, I guess not. So that is the end of today's stream. And we're end the stream. Yeah. We're gonna end it on our Skyblock Island. Because why not? It's not the Skyblock Island. Oh gee. Whatever. Thank you much for watching today's. I will see you guys in like 3 months while we're doing it like this. Bye bye.
Mitawa.